Tranmere up tomorrow, another big test, but another opportunity to end this current run.
Yeah, absolutely. I think whenever you have poor performances, if you've got anything about you, you want the next game to come as quickly as possible to try and put it right. And thankfully for us, we've got another one tomorrow. Obviously, short turnaround, but it should be something that we're looking to attack and embrace rather than be fearful of.
Has that Mansfield performance sort of factored into preparations ahead of this game at all? Have you sort of looked back at that with the players at all? Have you had time to do that even?
Yeah, I mean, we was in yesterday. We went through quite a lot of stuff regarding the game. I mean, I think when you put in a performance like that, you have to, and it obviously will play a part in however you're thinking for the next game, whether it be selection, personnel, obviously tactics. I mean, when you perform like that, you have to address what's gone on, which we've done yesterday, but at the same time now fully focused on Tranmere.
And what are you expecting from them, and what must your players be aware of ahead of that game?
Well, they're a decent side. I mean, we watched a bit of them yesterday, and it was quite a lot of decent stuff. I think they try and play the right way. Some good technical footballers, but again, I think when you're in the type of run that we're in and the place where we're in at the minute, I think we've got to make sure that we're fully focused on ourselves and trying to get what we're doing right, because regardless of whatever Mansfield brought at the weekend, which, by the way, they were better than us in all departments, but in saying that, we still wasn't good enough ourselves, and we ain't going to give anybody a real test if we perform like we did against Mansfield. So we need to make sure that we get back to doing the things that I think that we're capable of, and that we have shown, even though it's been it's been a poor run in those 6 games. There has been large periods of those games where we perform well. So we need to kind of try and get back to that, and then make sure that we try and impose ourselves on a team, regardless of whether it's home, away, and who it is.
You mentioned after Mansfield, you wanted your players to compete more in that game. Being competitive any match is obviously really important, but obviously no more so than tomorrow.
Yeah, every game. It doesn't matter how you try and play, how you try and win games, whether you're a direct team, a passing team, someone who's pretty balanced and can do both. You don't get to do any of it if you are losing your individual battles and you're not coming out on the right side of the basics of football. I mean, like I said, I felt we lost in all departments on Friday, and we need to first and foremost put that right, and then try and let our sort of technical and tactical side of the game come into play once we've earned the right to do that.
And obviously, from a training perspective, not a lot of time to prepare for the next one. Has it been a case of taking the foot off the gas a little bit with training, letting the players recover from Friday and ahead of the next one, or is it a case of mixing it up with a bit of intensity? How has that sort of worked over the last couple of days?
No, it's obviously talking to George regarding the physical side of stuff. We all agreed before the Mansfield game that we would just do recovery yesterday, and today will be another kind of off legs type day where we'll get to the hotel and get in the gym and get in the pool and just try and kind of recuperate and try and re-energise before the game on the Monday. I mean, if it was only these 2 games that were in a short period of time, then you would have maybe looked at training. But because of the fixture list that's coming up, we felt that it's an opportunity to maybe come off the legs a little bit.
And what could tomorrow teach you about your side? Because we're on a current run at the moment without that win that we need. It would say a lot about the mentality of the players, being able to bounce back on Monday, being a young side as well. How much are you calling on your players to really give it everything again and turn this run around?
Well, for a load of them, it's their kind of first proper season in league football. So as much as they've all would have played football growing up and stuff, it's the first real slump. I mean, listen, if there were people here before, I know that there was a poor run before I came in, but at the same time, when it's your first season of football, when you do get in these runs, it's important that you need something to spark you into life or to to pull yourself out of it, and that can only come with focus and hard work and people that are prepared to go and give 100% to try and get out of it. There's no point trying to hide in these moments. I think these are the moments that you see real personality and character come to the front. And at the moment, we have to be honest and say that hasn't happened. So I'm hoping it's going to be coming against Tranmere.
And just finally, you've mentioned there's been positives in all the games that we've played in the last 6, despite the results. Do you think that elusive win is really close and that you're not far off of that sort of, not complete performance, but getting that important result to drive us forward for the rest of the campaign?
Well, yeah. I mean, you only need to look at the games that have been part of that run. We've dominated big spells of games and deserved more. So when you're saying that you deserve to get more points, then obviously you should have deserved to get better results than what you've had. So, but the bottom line is that doesn't wash at the end of this run and the run that we're on, because ultimately it's a results business, and nobody wants to hear the amount of points that you maybe deserved from 10 games ago to where we are now. It's more important that we just focus on the next game, and can we get a performance in that hopefully will earn us a deserved 3 points.
All the best tomorrow, mate.